Hey there folks, and welcome back to Borderlands. When we last left off for Borderlands, we dealt with Mo and Marley, the sniper rifle parts, and got Sledge's key to go to his other place. But, however, for this episode, we are going to be sidetracking because we have two additional things we need to go deal with. Which that would be the Shock Crystal Harvest, an area dedicated for that mission, and I believe one of the first circle of slaughters. I can't remember what they're actually called, but kind of like that. A circle of death. Yeah, circle of death. That's what it's called. So, yep, we are dealing with that after dealing with Crash Bandicoot and stuff. Sorry for the long wait for those that wanted Borderlands, but you know I didn't hear it cry, so you know it's like okay, I could just probably just focus on Crash for the whole bit, and I was like headstrong about it. Here's my friend going around going to kill those bandits again. Dang neighbors. Just don't let up, man. Just do not let up. They just want to give you the cookies, you know? They just want to give you presents and stuff. Say, oh hi, are you a new person? Are you here for the first time? So I was like, just do not let up on that. But anyways, we are now on to, oh yeah, I forgot that happened. Oops. Hey, I got the hang time challenge. That's one way to do it. But yeah, now we are on to dealing with the shock crystals and stuff. But yeah, the shock crystals is a whole dedicated area called the Lost Cave. I think we're checking something else too. But yeah, I was like trying to refer to like, do you have to go talk to Shep Sanders for the monkey thing? No, you don't. You have to go to the dedicated area for that. Once you basically have that all set up. So yep, I got Crash done and been brainstorming like big time for like this whole 1.5 horsepower to 1 mile per hour. If you know my Gran Turismo stuff, you'll know. But this is about Borderlands, you see. Yeah, so you know. So you know, Brain, shut up. Brain, shut up. This is your own page. Shut the heck up. But yeah, now on to Lost Cave. Lost Cave houses these special crab worms, which you kind of only see in one area itself, which is here. There's also another big old special thing here too. Okay, this is my buddy going ham with Rick and his explosive punches since now he has a fire artifact. Because yeah, we'll say that's what's doing it, is the artifact. But yeah, the artifacts overhaul the skills at the end. They give them a bit of a twist to them and stuff. Which in his case, for the fire, it gives them an explosive burst for some reason. Even though it's kind of weird because you would think the explosive one would do it. Because just to say in kind of a spoiler is that there is an explosive element you get too for your guns and stuff, or for your skills and stuff. But yeah, don't mind the quacking that yet. Yeah, just checking the store real quick, because yeah, I decided to just kill him immediately. That's good, we're killing him now. Yeah, just think of what to sell at the end of the day and such. Okay, sell this or try not? Okay, that's not nice. Finally. After eons. We got the rocket shotgun, which I don't know why I'm using this, because I will say these rocket shotguns, they're terrible. They're not really good for this character specifically. They're kind of okay with Brick, but that's really about it. They're very specific. Because I will say there are some guns that are just tied straight to the character and no one else. The other case is revolvers, because revolvers are just absolutely terrible unless you got the special ones. That's the only way they're good. But yeah, we gotta harvest these crystals, which you can shoot at them or knife the crap out of them at the end of it. At the end of the day, you just have to do damage. So. Yeah, got some alpha skags, and I'll just say this, they're mostly alpha skags. There's like a few cases where you'll see regular skags, but most of these dens, alpha skags. So if you don't like these alpha skags, well, big deal, you're gonna have to deal with all of them. All of them. The whole family. I will note, at least they are regular alpha skags. They are not the badass variants, because I will say this is what True Vault changes if you don't do True Vault, which we might do a True Vault next time, probably do a different set of characters for that, but it's going to be a while before we ever do that, or if we don't do it at all. So, it's a 50-50 on that coin. So, go ahead, flip that coin. So, I have to deal with these crab worms, so Gemini. Yeah, that's the weak spot. If Gemini, they instantly die. The best part about these crabs, they are easily one of the best enemies to technically just grind. And I don't mean like exploit, just straight up grind, because these crabs, for some reason, they have like a shitload of XP. It's like 684 just from killing that. I don't know why, and they're really easy to kill. Unlike the Alpha Skags. The Alpha Skags, I think they're like the same amount, and they don't, by difficulty, different day and night, I guess. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, if you shoot them in the head just like that, it's like boom, instantly. So it's just weird. It's very weird on that logic. But yeah, when it comes to this cave though, I would recommend doing this mission because you get a lot of XP for doing this and stuff. If there's one thing to probably technically, like, you know, if you want to avoid, is technically the Alpha Skags at the end though. Because I will say some of them fine, some of them not. What's that? Like I'll just say there's a den at the near end where you just see nothing but them. Oh yeah, but here's the dens that have regular skags. It's just like the... Oh crap, there's a fire badass skag. Uh-oh. Oh, two of them! Okay, we just brought the party together. Good God. Look, we just dealt with Mo and Marley. You guys ain't much better. I say that loosely. I think it was like 4 weeks ago or so. Or no, I take that back. I think like a month and a couple weeks ago. I still remember it though. It's still kind of fresh in my brain somehow. I don't know how. Oh yeah, I will say there's also no reason to go into this cave too, because there is a quack trap up ahead here once you get there. Yeah, just dealt with 2 fire bass skags and an alpha skag. Game just does not want to let up. They just see that we are just doing too good, because I will say this game will adjust based on how you take care of things. So say if you kill them like really fast, they might throw more basses than normal, which is technically good because you then get better root pulls that way. So there is a risk to rewards, so. And I gotta admit, I do kind of like that, but there is a case though where it just hits you really hard. And that's the trade-off. Oh, I said the risk. Then with a bunch of adult skags, elder skags, spewer skags. Spitter skags, but yeah, you might do a true vault walkthrough in the future, but for now we're just doing the regular one because this is show, I guess, technically a difference in the future. Like you see this footage, and then whenever we do true vault in the future, we'll show the difference. But yeah, there is a bit of a difference in some things and stuff. Considering one of the cases is using fire weapons, because I will say fire weapons do technically get nerfed for true vault. This is say do not use fire weapons on shields. That's basically the best way of saying it. So yeah, we got some shotguns here and stuff. And not only that, it changes the names for the enemies too. Like instead of Bass Skag, you got Ass Kicking Skag. Which I love. I love that name. It's like good lord. So yeah, I got a explosive shotgun. This might be kind of good. Because I will say explosive weapons are kind of... It's kind of weird because you don't think they're that kind of broken, but they kind of are in some cases. Especially to Brick. When Brick has explosive abilities and stuff, he can go nuts with this. So sad. I got a center, your SMG, and a sniper. Cause yeah, I know some some weapon tie-ins to some characters. Like, no matter what, if you see something explosive as Brick, you might want to grab that. So. If you're anyone else, it might be debatable. It really depends. And then for Willow's case, I believe fire most of the case, and then for Mordecai's case, it's the revolvers because he has a special bank for revolvers. Like, I think in some cases he could two-shot. So. But I don't know if that's a good ability or not. So his is the most debatable one. Got all the smokes though. But yeah, there's also abandoned encampments along the way. Yeah, this is where the clap trap's at, as you can see the exclamation point. I mean that. Just trying to help my bug get taken down by the bruiser. So it's like, I think these moves get called brutes, I believe, or something like that. The other ones I can't remember their names very much. Oh crap. Now I just realized, oh crap, he put me in his task. And the Basper's just smacking the crap out of me. Yeah, they just sometimes do that. They get really dumb. And their real goal is, I would assume, kill me and then kill Buddy there, but you know, he didn't do that. They're not that smart. Which thank God too, because otherwise it'd be a bit more rougher. Oh yeah, then I just realized. Because yeah, I will say, here's another bonus thing about these shot crystals. This mission is way easier if you got multiple people along, because I will say you get more to the count than normal. So, example, if you pick up one crystal as one player, you get one crystal. If you grab one crystal as 4 players in a game, you get 4 crystals. So you can instantly get this mission done easily when you have 4 players around. And stuff. Yeah, it's one of the notorious glitches, I would say, when it comes to these ones, because I will say there's another hardest one in the future. Yeah, we got that clap chat, and we gotta get his repair kit. His repair kit is all the way over there. That's it. Until we deal with this next bandit encampment, and I dig other things too along the way. That bandit thug there being a butt. It can cause us out because yeah, I will say when they see us, they sometimes do not attack unless you attack. But they'll just call you out though. What are you looking at us for? How dare you? Okay. Yep, it goes that. Now onto, I believe it's a skag den up here. And yeah, you can see a big old wraparound of abandoned encampment that we'll be dealing with here in a bit too. That's Spitter Skag. I think that's what I meant by skewers, Spitter Skag. So I think that's what they're calling Revolt. It's like I believe the Psychos are called Lunatics. Something like that. Got the Torg Incendiary Merv grenades. I don't know if that's good either, but it's self-fodder at the end of it. And got another adult skag. Him. And out to the campment. The rest of the campment here, I should say. We got a bunch of bandits and stuff. Oh. Yeah, I will say the barrels can take these guys out sometimes immediately. Oh yeah, the other thing about True Vault too, I think they have double the health too. Which, yeah, you think that'd be bad, but when you compare it to the future Borderlands games, that's night and day. Because I will say, like, example, Borderlands 2's case, you have Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, where I believe they have either 4 or 8 times the health modifier at all times. And then they boost the slag, where they make it to where you have to force to use the slag, which is the only thing I don't like about Borderlands 2's Ultimate mode, is that it kind of forces you to use slag weapons. And later half, that's the only bad part. Luckily, there is some good slag weapons to counter that sort of stuff. Especially if you come across the ones that are hybrids. Because yeah, I will say there is some guns that do 2 elements in the future too. But in this one, I don't think there is such a that in first one. So that's why I'm kind of mentioning it. Got a repair kit. And such. Now onto the bonus skag den, because yeah, you don't have to deal with the skag den at all down the way here. It's really if you're up to it. Because I will say there is some weapon boxes, so it's not, you know, just go in and go for the kill and stuff and get out. Yeah, there is some weapon boxes. Yeah, you just see a whole family of alpha skags here. Starting with this one here, and another one should be showing up here. Yep, there it is. And there's another one. And yeah, they'll just keep on coming. Like big old teddy bears of skags, basically. And my buddy's just getting ganged up. Oh god. And then they're coming after me, because I'm like the bruiser earlier. These guys are kind of smarter. Sort of. That was it. Yeah, I will say fire turrets will douse these guys like no fun, because fire hurts them big time. Even though these are armored, also. The corrosive will definitely kill them too. Yeah, there is the 2 good things about these alpha skags, that if you have corrosive or fire, you can also kill these guys. I'd say fire loosely instantly kills, it's a bit slower, but corrosive for sure does. It's just corrosive when you at early level stages like this. Oh, yep, there I go, going down. Oh god. Thank you. I'll get him. Oh crap. Okay, got that one. Yeah, it's like a big old brawl basically between these alpha skags. That was dead. Yeah, they pay out the basically not the same amount of XP as a crab worm at the end of. Oh damn. Quad. I'm trying to focus on that one. Of course, because that one goes off to go fight my bud, while this one just wants a piece of me all of a sudden. He's like, oh crap. Run over here, try to do a turret. Cause yeah, it looks like you do have to straighten yourself out when it comes to throwing turrets. That way you get the most out of it. Yeah, it's not a moving turret. Those don't exist till 3, matter of fact. Worst part. Because 2 you had a teleporting turret, but it wasn't, you know, that good. Still. Cause yeah, I will say even the action's not that great. So this is the stuff you get, which yeah, not gonna be that great. I will say probably in True Vault maybe a little bit better. Maybe. Just seeing what grenades we got here, which yeah, transfusion, yeah, you definitely using that. So yeah, transfusion grenades are probably the best grenades you could have in terms of the first game. Because there's no legendary grenades until 2. And such. So yeah, they didn't really went that crazy when it came to the weapon loot yet until 2 on that matter. 2 they went crazy, like I said. So yeah, rescued this claptrap, got a backpack upgrade, cause yeah, this thing does, you get backpack upgrades. And such. There we go. That's the save, which I think all he does is go around the place. I didn't notice there's a weapon crate I'm looking at from here. If we got that, yeah, we got that. Like, wait, is that a weapon crate there? Yeah, whoop box. Good job. Whooping box. Behold the whooping box. Whooping box 4000. That just sounds like a gotcha whoop box. You got the spike sweeper shotgun and that. Yep, now to basically just get out of here, basically. That's basically wraps that for this area. Alright, now the best part is, I will say the spawn rates for these enemies are kind of fast. They're about like 10 minutes, so if you stop and take your time when it comes to this and such. You will notice here let's see here. Where are they? I think they're already back. Let's see. Yep, looks like they're back. So I can see them here. Yep, so I see a red dot. Yep, there's some crabs. Yeah, in case you just want some bonus XP. I remember back then when I had a bunch of another amount of players too. Because I will say this is technically balanced nowadays. You can't really level up that fast, I don't think, when it comes to the remaster of this one. But back then though, you could turn around, have someone be level 1 and just go on a killing spree, go kill the crabs and stuff. And just watch as their level go from level 1 to like level 30. Just for killing so many crabs. That's what I kind of did back then. So, get someone wanted a boost jump basically at the end of the day. I just remember doing that for like eons ago. Yeah, also the alpha skag took it back, and of course I want a piece of them at the end of the day. And so I go ahead and just cut a good portion there, because yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, we just went on a killing spree after that. This will a good amount, but after coming back to return the shock crystals, you get a shock artifact, which I will say there is a chance you could just get the artifact in advance, and if you so happen to get this, you basically just turn around and sell this at the end of the day. That's the worst part if that so happens to happen. But now onto the Circle of Death meet and greet, which the Circle of Death was the prototype to the Circle of Slaughters in Borderlands 2, for those that are well aware. So, yes, Circle of Slaughter was handled by Moxie, but the Circle of Death were just handled by regular bandits at the end of the day. It wasn't until later in a DLC that we'll be touching here a bit would be the Moxie DLC. Let's switch. And such. But yeah, I keep hitting triangle because triangle is 2's way of Xing vehicles. I will say. I don't know if I mentioned that like a couple times now, but just yeah, of course. Here's the funny part: along the way, just trying to get to this place, it's also of course surrounded by a skag den nearby. I deal with those guys and go meet Road Zabin. Or Road Zabin. I gotta go meet him and then we can go ahead and do this. But yeah, I will say when it comes to doing this one, this is maybe the greatest time to do this instead of earlier, because I will say you can do this early. I wouldn't recommend it because it's kind of tough. I will say you'll be doing this back to back. I think like you're 3 or 5 waves here. So like I said, this is like the prototype of Circle of Death, but unlike Circle of Death where it kind of lasts a good bit, this does not last that much. I will say. It's just how fast can you kill these guys at the end of the day. Yeah, that's a good sniper there, a vicious sniper. Yeah, so I got a primal revolver. What's a contact grenade? and such. Might grab that, let's see. Hard thinking. I think it's safe to say I did, yeah I did. Gonna sell that old sniper for that one, because that one's second better. I would say snipers are good, it's just a matter of which ones you can find are good. Basically, try to find the semi-auto ones. Don't find the bolt action ones because they're terrible. Except for Pacific ones, also. That Circle of Death round 1. But yeah, this Circle of Death is dedicated to skags and stuff, so. The ammo level, I have to say, which, yeah, it's just skags. First, I think I was just trying to prep there and such, just to get ready and such. Yep, here we go. Oh no. For a second I had a cut there. I was like, did I have a cut there? I'm not gonna do. So, here we go, going into the skag again. Yeah, you just deal with some basic skags. As you can see, they're like 12, 14. Which I think, when we got this mission, I think we were like 14 or 15, so that's out pretty good. And you got Alpha Skag, so yeah, you even deal with the Alpha Skag too. So that's kind of the reason why I just say, you know what, you kind of just want to wait after the shot crystals and then do it. Yep, that's it for round 1, now into round 2. Cause yeah, it's just basically you just kill them and then try to survive at the end of it. But yeah, I will say there's more Circle of Death besides this one. So I think there's a bandit one, and I think that's about it. Because the enemy types weren't that crazy back then. But good enough. So yeah, I believe there's one main game, one special DLC one. The DLC one's probably the longest one. And I'm not referring to Moxie Zonodome, I'm referring to another one. I believe from the Crimson Lance one. That one, now onto final round, I believe. Yeah, final round. So yeah, it was like 3 or 5 I was looking. Yep, so now I deal with these skags. Yeah, I think this is where they start bumping up a bit on the level. Or maybe not. Nah, so 14 or 15, that's weird. I will say this is also weird on this whole level thing, too. Basic skags though, I'm really special. 2 other skags, it's dead and adult skag. I see a red dot. Oh, there we go. No skag, oh. Spitter skag, elder skag. Alright, there's the alpha guys, like they got like where are they? Brothers and hands to be butt. So yeah, you just have bashing everything. And go down. So yeah, of course. They can sometimes just end up comboing you in a way. That's it, which is the worst part. Oh man. And we're getting followed by another alpha skag that appeared out of nowhere. Oh crap. Yeah, even at like, oh no, that's a level 18 alpha skag. Okay, now they're throwing some bigger ones. Yeah, this is the reason why to wait. Oof, damn, that's a problem because they could dash and just claw you like right then and there. And down again. Oh, there's one. I don't know why. Back up. Alpha skag. And that's about it. Finally survived. Look at all these dead bodies. Good lord. And that is a rage pistol, which, yeah, the rage machine pistol. Anytime you hear a rage, it's a burst pistol. So not really good. Oh. I think that's burst pistol, or it could be a very fast fire rate pistol, I can't remember. But yeah, we got a crappy assault rifle at the end of the day, so... Yep, so that basically wraps that for this episode of Borderlands, because yeah, sadly this is going to be a short one, because the next one's going to be a bit longer than it needs to be, because sadly it can only do up to a 60-minute requirement, and the other one's like 37 plus minutes. So sad to say, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed what you watched here for this episode, and until then, you guys take care. Ciao.